For months, it's been nothing but a question when this former North Portland drugstore would turn into a long-term homeless shelter. Multnomah County's Joint Office of Homeless Services purchased the building off Lombard Street in 2020 using $3 million of federal money and spent another $9 million renovating it. Over the years, it was a temporary shelter and vaccine clinic. To some neighbors' surprise, the goal was to make it a long-term shelter.
When they bought the property, they didn't even say that was going to happen.
County officials held a shelter grand opening this past June.
I actually drove by and saw a bunch of seemed to be city bigwigs and little suits having they had an opening party.
But due to unexpected construction delays, it remained empty until now.
But they accommodate everybody.
The shelter now serves more than 100 people. Christian, an Army veteran, is one of them.
If this place is nice and clean, it's a great place to be.
There are a total of 106 beds, 88 congregate style, and 18 tiny homes, bringing the total number of shelter beds in Multnomah County to nearly 3,000.
It's been quiet, nothing, no real issues.
And now it just seems really peaceful and people just kind of come and go. Normally it looks like it's less drama outside.
But inside, that's not the case for everyone.
It's crazy. It's the system is broken.
Derek has stayed there for 2 weeks.
But now they got all different people on the street coming in here and they smoking drugs, there's fentanyl all in the dorm. It look like you're in prison. That's the setting. Bunks, like you're in dorms, like you're in prison. That's basically what the setup is.
A spokesperson for Multnomah County told KGW in part, quote, "The shelter incorporates elements of intentional trauma-informed design. It's not just a safe place to sleep, but also provides on-site services that help people achieve long-term stability."
When you're bringing people in that are on the streets, you're going to get that.
Blair joins me now. Blair, neighbors you talked with seem okay with the shelter opening near them, which is not what we often hear when things like this open.
So, Pat, the neighbors we talked with on camera are okay with the shelter opening. We also talked with a man who lives directly behind the camera here, right across the street from the shelter. He tells us that abandoned cars now take up the parking spaces in front of his house, and that the people who stay at the shelter stay up late and make a lot of noise, keeping him and his dogs up. So there are definitely still some concerns.
How exactly does the shelter process work? Can you kind of walk us through this?
So basically it's referral based, so that means there won't be people waiting in line to get in. They don't accept walk-ins. And once people are in there, they can stay for as long as they want while they work with case managers to create a plan and next steps towards permanent housing. That's the goal here.
All right, and I know that you talked with some of the folks staying there. Where did they come from?
So this is the interesting part, Pat. I thought that many of the people staying in this shelter would be coming from the streets, maybe some nearby homeless camps. There's a big one right down the street this way that I've been to before. But I've only talked with 2 people who stay here, and one was previously at a shelter run by the same operator, Do Good Multnomah. He was moved to this one. And then another man, he has a home in California, and he's here in Portland getting a medical procedure and says he's staying at this shelter because it's cheaper than spending money for a hotel room.
Wow, okay. Interesting. Haven't heard that one before. Thanks for the update, Blair. We appreciate it.